Normal heart murmurs, they're very subtle. This one, it's screaming in my ears.
So it's pretty bad then?
I don't like what I'm hearing. This is an issue that could kill Benji any day.
I'll do whatever it takes. I'll beg and borrow or whatever. I'll do it. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I don't want to let him go. Hey, buddy. He's just waiting. Wait for the nice vet to come along and have a look at you. Okay, mate?
At the Bondi clinic, Mel is anxious for Chris to check out his newly adopted mate, Benji.
Relax, Benji. It's okay, mate. It's okay. Benji is a rescue dog. I found him at an animal shelter and fell in love with him, and I decided to adopt him. At the time, they did advise me that he had a heart murmur that required further investigation. And I guess that's why I'm here.
Mel is already besotted with a 12-month-old Australian Silky Terrier and is desperate to make sure his little buddy is okay.
I've grown very attached to him. It's almost like a life-changing moment for me. I guess I've never had to have responsibility before in my life, and caring for him and looking after him has been the best thing that's ever happened to me.
How you going?
Hi.
Is this Benji?
Yes.
Yeah, how are you?
Hi, I'm Mel. Nice to meet you.
Mel. Come on through.
Thank you.
Cute dog.
Yeah, he's a little angel, he is. Very naughty. Okay, buddy. He's nervous.
I know, he's so shaky.
Yeah.
How long have you had him for?
3 months.
Yeah.
He's a rescue dog.
Yep.
And when I adopted him, the vet at the shelter said that he picked up a little heart murmur.
Okay. So, even though you were told he had a heart murmur, you still adopted him?
Yeah. My heart went out to him. He was in a little cage with 2 other big Labradors. He was very scruffy, very unkempt, looked scared, and he just leapt out at me and put his paws up on the cage and said, "Please take me." And I couldn't say no.
It's one thing to take on a dog from an animal shelter and give it a second chance, but to take on a dog that has a heart murmur, a really quite serious medical condition, that shows a lot of faith and a lot of belief in the fact that you're going to be there for them. So what I'm doing there is I'm actually pressing on his gums. By doing that, what I do is I force all the blood out of the gum and then wait for his own circulation, so his own blood pressure to push it back in. For a normal dog, that takes between about 1 and 2 seconds. With Benji, I'm going to press. 1, 2, it's about 3.
Okay.
So
slow.
It's quite slow. What that's really telling me is that his circulation isn't really doing its job. It's not forcing the blood around the body to those places where it's needed, and that worries me. Are you seeing any other signs? I mean, is there anything day to day that you notice that you think isn't quite right?
Yeah, he gets overtired very easily, especially on hot days. He starts to almost wheeze, like he's not getting enough oxygen in his lungs. He actually cries, like he gets tears in his eyes. I've never known a dog to cry or anything like that. I just can tell now that he's in pain. It's almost like he had a heart attack a couple of times after. He just couldn't breathe, and his heart was just going like that. And I just sort of beat on the top here, and his blood started going. So he started breathing normally.
When Mel tells me that Benji has trouble breathing, he wheezes, he looks like he's going to collapse. They're all things that really worry me about this little dog. At 1 year of age, he should be running around madly, having the absolute time of his life. But he's not doing that, and that's a big concern. Okay. So I'm going to listen to his heart.
Okay, boo-boo, it's okay. Let Dr. Chris look after you.
I'll be honest, I'm almost nervous picking up my stethoscope to listen to Benji's chest. You can feel just how much Mel's invested emotionally in this little guy. A bit of bad news here, it could really crush him.
Relax. Let Dr. Chris look after you.
Normal heart murmurs, they're very subtle. This one, it's screaming in my ears.
I'm looking at Chris, and it's kind of scared me that he was taking so long. To me, that indicates that it might not be a normal heart murmur, that it could be something more severe. He's a good boy.
I can almost feel it rather than hear it. It's such a palpable murmur. It's really strong, and it's not good news. It's a really big murmur there.
Oh.
So his heart, when it's beating, instead of it being really crisp and boom boom, it's a big loud whoosh boop, whoosh boop.
Okay.
So his heart's not able to pump the blood that his body needs because it's leaking all through it. I'm actually quite concerned about Benji. It's not like a heart condition that might pose a problem in a few years' time. This is an issue that could kill Benji any day. He's either got some sort of obstruction in his heart that's not allowing the blood to pump out properly, or he's got a hole in there, or some sort of leaky valve that's meaning that the heart is no longer an efficient pump. It's got leaks everywhere.
So it's pretty bad then?
Yeah. I don't like what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I think the best thing is that we organise for you to go up to SASH.
Okay.
And from there we can get a good look at that heart, understand what we're facing here.
Look, if it's a money thing, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll beg and borrow or whatever. I'll do it. I haven't got that much money, but whatever I've got, if you can help him. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I don't want to let him go. I don't want to look after him.
Well, you're giving him every shot at that.
It's not really the news that I wanted to hear. Thinking about the pain that Benji's going through, a bit distressed and a little bit scared about what's going to happen moving forward.
We're together on this now, all right?
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, I don't feel like you've got to fight this by yourself.
Thank you.
Chris, how are you?
How are you? This is Mel.
G'day, Mel. How are you?
And Benji.
Good, thank
This
you.
is Benji. I've heard about Benji.
Benji, say hello.
Hello, mate. He says a bit scary.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? You got eyes under there? There they are.
All right, come on in. We'll have a look.
Thank you.
Chris is so concerned about Benji's heart murmur, he's come along to SASH with owner Mel to see specialist surgeon Dr. Andrew Marchevsky.
Okay, let's have a listen.
Good boy. It's all right.
Yeah, Benj. That's a big murmur. Listening to Benji's heart, you're not getting the normal dup, 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 dup sound. It's really a shh sound. So the blood's, it's what we call a murmur, and the blood's not flowing how it should. Out of 6, which is how we grade murmurs, it's sort of 4 or 5. And generally when they're like that at this age, it means that we have to do something to fix it, or he'll have a short life. And that means, you've got a year, maybe, and it might not even be that long.
I knew, there could be bad news, but nothing that severe.
So I think the first thing we need to do is a heart ultrasound,
Okay.
so that we can find out exactly where all this problem starts, and then we can go from there. There are a number of things that could be going wrong with Benji's heart. He could have a hole in his heart. He could have a valve that's leaking. He could have a valve that's too narrow. None of them are good things. Some of them we can fix, some of them we can't, but we need to find out a bit more before we can tell.
So here we've got Benji's heart on the screen.
Specialist cardiologist Dr. Rita Singh is conducting the ultrasound.
My first impression is that we do have some moderate enlargement of the right atrium and some moderate thickening to the wall of the right ventricle. Everything we're seeing now is all consistent with pulmonic stenosis.
Pulmonic stenosis is a rare and extremely dangerous condition, which, if left untreated, can lead to sudden death.
So Rita, does he look like one of those dogs where something can be done surgically?
I think he looks like he'd be a really good candidate for the correctional procedure.
I guess all of this means that I've got to go and tell Mel that his dog needs surgery. It's not something we can ignore. It's not something we can give medicines to. His little dog's going to have surgery, and otherwise he'll die. It's not like open heart surgery. we can do a surgery where we put a catheter into a vein down in his leg, thread it all the way up into his heart, and then we use a balloon to pass across that valve that's narrowed. The balloon's deflated, and then we've got it across there, we blow it up, and it essentially tears open that narrowed area and allows blood to flow.
Given the information overload that Mel's had to experience today, I'd love to be able to say to him, you know what, mate, take some time out and think about it. But the situation with this heart condition is that it's not possible. With every day that goes by, Benji is damaging his heart more and more. He has to go into surgery, and he has to go in right now.
Right, if we pass it down there?
Yes.
At SASH, life-saving surgery to repair Benji's heart is about to get underway.
Well, as usual, you're in charge and I'll just do what you tell me to do, so.
Okay, let's get in there.
Cardiologist Dr. Rita Singh will be performing the delicate procedure, working closely with specialist surgeon Dr. Andrew Marchevsky.
First thing we've got to do is pass a wire into his heart via his jugular vein.
I can see it. It's right there. Have you got it?
No, not yet. We're having a few issues here. Just he's so small, he's got such a small vein that we're trying to thread this really quite big needle down, but we'll get there.
Oh. That looks like it's going. Thank you, Andrew.
So can we just have a picture? There we go.
The guide wire is now in place. The next stage of the procedure will be even more delicate.
We've actually got to get a catheter into his heart, and this one's got a little balloon on the end of it.
The balloon will be used to force an opening in Benji's constricted heart valve.
That's it.
Really fiddly, this part. Really hard.
Come on. There you go.
With the catheter now fully inserted,
Wait. Hang on a sec, just stop for a sec.
the surgery is at a critical stage.
The balloon now is sitting just over that narrow valve. It gets a little more risky when we actually start trying to blow it up.
All right, shall we just go? Yes. All right, go.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Away.
Here we go. There we go.
Okay.
Just perfect.
He's not happy.
At this point, Benji's life is hanging in the balance. The balloon has done its job, making an opening in the valve, but the blood can't start flowing until the balloon is out.
The dog's not doing well. We need to move on, Andrew. Dog's not doing well. Which part do you want to do?
I'll pull the balloon out.
Okay.
You got the wire?
Yeah. Just go really
The team
slow.
has just seconds to get the balloon out
All right,
so
all
Benji's
right.
heart can recover.
All right, pull out.
Pull now. Pull it now. Pull it now. Pull it now.
Oh,
Pulling
I'm
it.
happy. I'm pulling it back too, so.
There you
All
go.
right, we're good. Keep going, you keep going.
Land.
It's out of the pulmonary artery. Okay.
There you go. All right, we're done here.
The delicate surgery is over and Benji is out of danger.
Basically, Benji's outcome could not have been any better. We've just put a balloon across his valve, opened it up, and now his heart's basically pumping like a normal one. It really can't be any better than that. Hey, Benj. You coming out? You coming out?
At SASH, it's been just 24 hours since the intricate surgery to fix little Benji's heart murmur.
You're looking far too relaxed in there. And the great thing about what we've done is we've done an amazing thing for his heart, but done it totally non-invasively. So he's got a little nick in his vein there, and yet he's right to go home.
For owner Mel, it's been an emotional ordeal, and he's anxious to be reunited with his brave little mate.
I'm really excited to see him. What they say is true, you know, a dog is a man's best friend. And he really is my best little buddy, and I can't wait to see him.
Who's that? I know. Yeah. Oh no, but there you go, boy. Oh, Bill, goodness me.
I'm sorry, I left you for a couple of days, didn't I, buddy? I feel like a big load or a pressure has been lifted off my shoulders. And just to have him back, I feel so happy. It's just so happy. Benji, yeah, Benji. Benji. Come here, buddy.
When I first met Benji, he was a quiet, just reserved little dog, and he just didn't look happy. But you see him now, and he's bouncing around and just being a crazy puppy. So I think we've made a big difference to him.
Hey, buddy. We're gonna go home now. We're going home. Benji, go home. Yeah. Go. There you go, mate. Go play.
For brave little Benji, it's been 8 weeks since the operation to repair his heart.
Go, mate.
No way.
Come on.
I'm seeing it. I'm not sure I'm believing it though. I expected a change with Benji, an improvement, hopefully, but I didn't expect this. I just saw more in 50 metres than I saw before at all.
Oh, Chris, it's amazing. The difference in him is amazing. He would have never have done that sprint ever before.
That run there, it's better than any stethoscope, any ultrasound, because that shows you that not only is he healthy, but he's happy as well.
I can't describe to you in words how happy I feel just seeing him being himself, or being this Benji that I never knew was there before. To see him happy, I feel good inside myself. You know, it's been a journey, and the outcome it's been special. This has gone beyond my wildest expectations.
Yeah.
I could spend the next 15 years hanging out with him and chilling out and doing all the things that we do.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's really great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kate, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the Bondi Vet YouTube channel. Click on the screen for more great content. And for free, exclusive, never seen before Bondi Vet stories, you can sign up to bondipet.com, and you can do so via the link in the description.